Good morning, everyone. My name is Hong No. Today I want to talk about our project, Tri-City Distributors. Our project located in New Braunfels, Texas, in Comal County. On the figure number 1 on the right-hand side, you can see in the hazard summary by region, this project located in the region 6. The latitude is 29.73, longitude is negative 98.08. The surrounding of the project is including in green is residential and multifamily. In blue highlighted is a commercial area. There are two major transportation, including in this area is crossing. In yellow is a FM 306. In orange dash line is a railroad line. Let's talk about the building use of this project. This is a warehouse expansion, roughly 35,000 square feet. The purpose of this facility is adding additional space for the owner beer distribution operation. The ASCE risk category of the facility is category 2, usually for commercial and industrial type of building. This project is a single story, normal box shape. At the figure 4 you can see that is where the building gonna be, the expansion area. And on the left hand side from figure 5 to 7 is the elevation of the project. The design really simple. As you can see in purple area is storage area, which is climate control. Outside the loading dock is helping them with loading and unloading their merchandise. The design of the roof is a typical single slope that distributes the water to the gutter and downspout through storm drain and eventually go to detention pond off the site. The next feature of the building is a T-bill roofing. For the interior exposed structure is a spray insulation, act also for fire stopping. The foundation of the project is a slab-on grade. For the wall structure is a tilt-up insulated wall panel on pier. For structural steel is a typical steel joist and beam on column. For the openings, there are two types of door. We have hollow metal door. We're using tornado resistant standard. For the vehicle operation, there are two layer. Interior layer we're using heavy duty steel insulated sectional door. For the exterior we're using high speed command door for the operations. And now let me hand over to my teammate. They will continue on the major hazard and mitigation plan. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kristen Castillo. There are four major hazards that could impact the selected project. They include tornado, wildfire, drought, and flood. Tornadoes are considered atmospheric hazards, since tornadoes arise from thunderstorms when warm air and cold air mix, causing instability within the storm. The destruction and damage caused by tornadoes is limited to the location it has touched down. Tornadoes are considered the most common natural hazard in the United States and are very likely to return to the same area year after year. Although they are very common in the United States, they are considered a low hazard in the Comal County region. Wildfires are caused by many different things. They can be started from a lightning strike or even a cigarette butt being thrown out the window. Wildfires can cause major damage to the area where it spreads. The probability of a wildfire returning is very likely. Some areas of the county are faced with wildfires each year. In Comal County, they are ranked not very high on the list of natural hazards. Drought is considered a hydrologic hazard due to the lack of rainfall in a certain area. Drought can cause significant damage to land, wildfire, and economy. Drought is likely to return to the areas it commonly affects. For the Comal County, drought is considered to be a moderate natural hazard. Flooding is also considered a hydrologic hazard. It is caused by an increased amount of rainfall, and the drainage infrastructure of the city is unable to manage the excessive amounts of water. Flooding in a certain area can cause widespread issues, especially downstream from the flooded area. Flooding can reoccur frequently in the areas if infrastructure is not improved. For the project selected, the possibility of flooding is the greatest natural hazard it faces.
Hi, my name is Pascal and I'm going to be speaking on the construction best practices for the hazard mitigation as it applies to the Newgen project, starting with tornado mitigation. One of the aspects would be to strengthen the roof connections to create a continuous load path from the roof assembly down to the foundation. Also, bracing the wall panels for the concrete tilt-up wall can provide additional support. The heavy steel racks that are going to be used for storage will also aid in that support. And then finally, utilizing proper openings, using specified high strength, high wind strength windows and roll-up door assemblies to mitigate any damage that might be caused by internal pressures. For wildfire mitigation, the project location selection has heavy, thick, and continuous vegetation surrounding the site. So a vertical and horizontal evaluation will need to be considered when designing landscape for the job. As shown in the figure, there's 3 concentric circles showing zones. Zone 1, need to eliminate any combustible materials within a 30-foot radius of the building. For Zone 2, you need to store fuel tanks away from the structure at a minimum distance required by code and either place them underground or on a non-combustible pad. And then in Zone 3, you need to ensure that your vegetation is spaced properly, as discussed earlier. And then finally, metal framing and the concrete tilt-up wall systems are recommended best practices for fire damage mitigation as opposed to a standard wood frame construction. For drought mitigation, some of those systems that could be implemented would be using a stormwater runoff system to catch water below grade and pump back in for reuse, use dual piping and other water efficient plumbing, and then using pervious pavers to catch water in that stormwater runoff system. For flood mitigation, dry flood proofing such as coating the lowest 3 feet of the building in a watertight and impermeable coating can be implemented. Also utilizing shelving and equipment legs to ensure the safety of the products. And then finally, doors and windows can have seals installed to help them withstand water from coming inside the building. As a quick recap on this project, some of the key aspects for mitigation would be the project location, for wildfire, drought, and flooding, bracing the wall panels to ensure a continuous load path from the roof to the foundation, and then ensuring that the openings on the building are rated for high winds to prevent any internal pressure damages. Here's a list of our resources. We hope you enjoyed the presentation, and we appreciate you taking the time to check it out. Thank you.